Yo, it's your boy Dino Spumoni, man. Back in this thing with some more free game. Hashtag Black Stay at Home Father, stand up, legacy technician, representative, wealth creator. I had to hop on here and do a quick little podcast, man. Put y'all on to another wealth play and also explain a little bit more in detail about ValueStream. You know what I'm saying? ValueStream smart cards, whatever you want to call them. I've been calling them smart cards lately because when I give my business card away to people, the spark, man, I can see the spark in their eyes. But I digress. Let me hop in here and get started. Thank you for tuning in to the show, man. Go to my YouTube channel, hashtag Legacy Tech, or Dino Spumoni Beatz. That's DinoSpumoni space BEATZ on YouTube, and follow the channel, man, and subscribe. Put y'all on game to legacy technology and ValueStream smart cards. So, me myself, how did I come up with ValueStream smart cards and the impact and value that I bring to the world? Simple. I took my job and I take who I am serious, and I take truth serious, like truthfulness. And I know people tend to not like that. People tend to not like the truth, and I don't understand why. It's very few in my personal life experience that find favor in the truth. But when you are an artillery officer, if you lie about your job at war, or you lie as an artilleryman, you going to jail. Like, there is no ifs, ands, buts about it. You going to jail. Like, it's part of the job. If you do not tell the truth as an artillery officer, or specifically an officer, when you do your job as an artilleryman, specifically if you spend majority of your career, or you started your career in fire direction, you have a lot of integrity. I trust what you're saying, because you probably have post-traumatic stress disorder from what you went through from gunnery. Like the I believe button. I know for a fact, if you are an artillery person out there in the world and you're retired, even if you're retired, you know about the I believe button. But I know civilians don't know, but I created a product centered around that. Let me explain the I believe button in a biblical sense, and then make it relate back to the king, the real kings of battle, artillery. All right, it's a parable in the Bible about talents. Matthew 25:14 through 30. It says, "For it will be like a man going on a journey, who called his servants to entrust it to them his property. To one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, to another 1, to each according to his ability. Then he went away. He who had received the 5 talents went at once and traded them, and he made 5 talents more. So also he who had 2 talents made 2 talents more, but he who had received the 1 talent went and dug in the ground and hid his master's money. Now after a long time, the master of those servants came and settled accounts with them." Long story short, most people know this story. If you don't, go look up the parable of the talents. My ValueStream cards are modeled after that same concept. I built my business on that model as an artilleryman. Because as an artilleryman, if you create something, you target something, and you say you are who you say you are, you have to be truthful and incorporate the I believe button, or you going to jail. What is the I believe button? The I believe button in artillery gunnery is a concept that stems from the trust that an artilleryman must place in their calculations, equipment, and teamwork when engaging in indirect fire. This phrase refers to the mental and emotional commitment that gunners make when they acknowledge that all data collected, such as target coordinates, wind speed, biometric pressure, and other variables, has been pretty much accurately processed, and that they are ready to fire even without directly seeing a target. That's trust. Historically, in artillery operations, gunners had to rely on various instruments, in calculations, people, random things to provide accurate information on targets and things that they couldn't see and hit it. The I believe button. Given that artillery fire is typically indirect, meaning that the target is not visible to the gun crew, a great deal of trust is required to believe that everything is aligned correctly before firing. The I believe button is metaphorical and reflects the moment when a gunner has done all the calculations and preparations, and despite any doubts, they must trust the process and hit the fire button, thus saying I believe in their training, equipment, and systems as a whole. It's a term used to emphasize the importance of faith in the procedures, in the trust, in the collective effort to ensure successful artillery operations. The concept had become more popular over time, symbolizing the reliance on data calculations and teamwork in modern artillery gunnery. I give out my ValueStream cards and trust people's word. You'll be surprised how people move. When they say they're who they say they are, I trust. But I had to break it down, man. Do you believe when people put you on? Do you believe? Do you believe in you when you say it? Because I know for a fact, the only lie people tell is the one they tell to themselves, and they believe it first before they say it to someone. And I can look in someone's eyes as an artilleryman and see inside themselves because of what I had to do for so long on all sides of the gun, like a triangle. In theater, multiple times, and in the States as a civilian dealing with humans and people. Very skilled. Matthew 25, 14 through 30. Talents are very, very valuable. At least 2 million, I believe. It's your boy Dino, man. Hey, I gotta keep the streets fed with this food for thank. Hashtag Black Stay at Home Fathers. Hashtag Legacy Tech. Peace.